When it comes to the critical texts in the Vaticainus, all this stuff really stems from the Counter-Reformation, starting with the Jesuits in the Catholic Church.
When the Protestant Reformation was gathering momentum, thanks to Martin Luther and other great Protestant leaders, Rome was desperate, obviously, to counter the Reformation.
And so, obviously, if the God of this world is behind the deception, there's going to be a counterattack, and that's what took place.
After more than 20 years of preaching the gospel of grace and denouncing the Pope as Antichrist, the world had been turned upside down again, and the authority of Rome was greatly diminished. But in response, the powers of darkness would not be silent.
Satan raised up individuals in the name of Christ, who then attacked those who were becoming true Christians.
This specific manuscript is the earliest, if not one of the earliest, correct?
No, it's the earliest complete manuscripts.
We also spoke with Dr. Scott McKendrick, the head of Western Manuscripts, about the comparison between Sinaiticus and the Codex Vaticanus.
They're different also, or two ways actually, I'd say, two ways. One is that Vaticanus does not have the extent of correction. That's a very critical difference. Sinaiticus is the most corrected Greek manuscript of the scriptures. The second is that Vaticanus now has a very strange appearance. When you look at it as a manuscript expert, although you know that people tell you that it is a 4th century manuscript, it actually looks like a 15th century manuscript. And there's one very simple reason for that, is that almost the entire text has been overwritten by a 15th century scribe. Not only that, he's added in 15th century decoration, titling, and so forth. So it has a very strange appearance.
Is it possible that the reason Codex Vaticanus has a strange and even newer appearance is that it may not be a truly ancient manuscript?
And the Sinaiticus wasn't even a legit manuscript.
Simonides claimed that Codex Sinaiticus was no ancient manuscript at all, but a modern work created by himself. Simonides wrote, "The real test of the genuineness of the Codex Sinaiticus is neglected. The public were assured that in May, Tischendorf was to be in London, armed with a portion at least of his great codex. I have waited in England, hoping to have the opportunity of meeting him face to face to prove him in error. But May has come and gone, and the discoverer has not appeared. Let the favorers of the antiquity of the manuscript persuade him to come at once and brave the ordeal, or else forever hold his peace." Yet despite the evasiveness of Tischendorf, most of the newspapers in England defended him and denounced Simonides as a fraud. Could Tischendorf's relationship with Rome have had something to do with it?
If he were telling the truth, he wouldn't have told us.
Unless, of course, he knew you wouldn't believe the truth, even if he told us.